When Thragg realized that Nolan is the true Grand Regent of the Viltrum Empire, he wasted no time attacking him and killing him instantly while Nolan and Debbie were having a romantic moment together on the moon base. He jumps him and throws him to the ground. Thragg causes destruction in the base that almost gets Debbie killed on the spot. Nolan keeps looking at his wife because she couldn't breathe in space. Nolan headbutts Thragg and throws him away, then he flies towards Debbie to save her, but Thragg chases him. Nolan hugs Debbie, but Thragg grabs his cape and throws him to the ground. Nolan gives his best to save his wife and hugs her so that she won't fall to the ground. He throws her inside the other compartment that closes its door when there is something happening outside. Debbie finally breathes again while Nolan and Thragg fight with each other.
Why have you done this? I thought we had a truce, she could have died.
Nolan takes Thragg outside of the base and shouts at him because Thragg attacked him for no reason. Thragg responds that Debbie is of no concern to him.
Why attack me at all? There was an agreement. I posed no threat to you.
Nolan attacks Thragg and throws him to the ground, but Thragg grabs his punch mid-air and finally reveals why he is trying to kill Nolan. Before you die, you might as well know the truth. Let me tell you where you really come from. Thragg explains everything. He narrates, our home world Viltrum was a relative paradise for many millennia. All this came to an abrupt end when Lord Argall was slain by a betrayer, Thetis. Lord Argall had many heirs, but they were all hidden and anonymous. The Empire had far too many enemies for their whereabouts to be known. In the chaos following Argall's death, the heirs were lost. Efforts were made to locate them, but the population had decided to cull the weak in an effort to find a new ruler. Violence erupted across the planet. Hundreds of years passed. It was a dark period of unrest. We emerged from that period an unbeatable warrior race, led by me. We could see flashbacks of how Viltrumites brutally killed each other and chaos erupted on their planet after Argall's death. I was made Grand Regent, tasked to find the heir of Argall who could assume his rightful title and station. I spent many years trying to locate you. Then the Scourge virus hit. I assumed the heir had been lost to the virus. I led my people through these dark times. I held us together. I've made it possible for our people to survive. I was a better ruler than even Argall himself. Still, throughout it all, I have kept Argall's skull by my side, a reminder of how easily I could lose my command. Thragg tells Nolan that he was disgusted to see him take the side of Thetis, who killed Argall, and later Nolan and Mark worked with him to destroy Viltrum. When his scientist found out that Mark has the blood of Argall in his veins, he killed that scientist so that this secret would remain hidden because he could never give his throne to traitors. Nolan brutally punches him and responds that he does not care. Thragg falls to the ground and Nolan reveals.
I don't care if I'm the heir. I don't want to be the ruler of the Viltrumites. I have no desire to usurp you.
That doesn't matter. I can't have anyone else finding out about you. I can't have anyone stand between me and my legacy. He brutally punches Nolan and breaks his nose. Thragg keeps attacking Nolan without stopping for a moment. Mid-fight, he tells him that he is totally unmatched for him and if he were really a sensible person, he would have just laid down and accepted his death, but he chose to fight. He punches him again and throws Nolan to the ground. This causes a huge explosion, but Nolan still tries his best to fight Thragg, though Thragg is just too overpowered. He punches his face and shatters him to the ground. Nolan still does not give up and headbutts him. He breaks Thragg's nose. But now Thragg gets pissed off and finally tries to kill Nolan. He starts hitting Nolan. His punches literally pop out an eye of Nolan from his face. He breaks multiple bones of Nolan's face and was about to land a final blow when suddenly someone grabs his punch. General Craig, Lucan, Anissa, Mommy, and Thula. Craig stops Thragg from killing Nolan and Thragg asks him why he stopped him. Suddenly, Nolan punches him and Thragg lies to his comrades, saying that Nolan jumped him because he wants to take his throne. That man was trying to take my throne. This was an assassination attempt. I am your regent, yet you dare to assist him, to stay my hand, preserve his life, you stand against me. Anissa Batty asks Thragg if he found Argall's heir. Thragg responds that Nolan is weak and he won't be able to rule them because he is not worthy.
It was never Argall's strength we followed, it was his wisdom, that you don't understand that shows how foolish we were to ever follow you. You will die for this betrayal. I call for the right of execution.
Suddenly, Nolan speaks, ordering them to let Thragg live. They all bow in front of him and Nolan farms aura more than immortal, while Thragg falls to the ground. Now the scene shifts to the last remaining ship of the Viltrumites. Nolan stands in front of everyone and gives a speech.
You will forgive me if I make this somewhat brief. We are all receiving a startling bit of news this day. We have learned that the heir of Argall has been found and that I am that heir. It was never my desire to lead. But who am I to deny my birthright? I have never skirted my responsibility, and I'm not about to start doing that now. I stand before you now, Emperor Nolan, ruler of the Viltrum Empire. Some of you know me to be a traitor, an enemy of the Empire. I see things a different way, and I expect you to now do the same. For too long our empire has expanded outward, focusing on this expansion and the domination of other worlds. All the while, we as a people have been withering.
Nolan exclaims that Thragg was right to bring Viltrumites to Earth because the people on Earth have their own ways of living, and if they start living among them, they will become someone else, and they will change, and their empire will flourish, and this will be much better for them. Everyone shouts, "All hail Emperor Nolan," and Nolan exclaims that he has to take rest for a few days because his fight with Thragg brutally injured him, while Mark feels awkward in the crowd.
Please subscribe and feel free to comment below if you have any questions about the comics.